All right, how's everyone doing? I'm like, it's team call time. We had a very small new rep call, so I recorded it, but it was very small, which is fine. But I'm so glad that you guys can be on this call because I'm really kind of excited about it. This will be more of like an exercise, brainstorming, whatever you want to call it. And it kind of leads from, I don't know if anyone watched Holly's video or I've talked about it a couple times, but I feel like this is kind of a different time for everybody. And it literally is different for everybody during this time, but for this transition from summer to fall. And I feel like it's not just this transition. I feel like this is something we should tap into for every transition, you know, whether we're going into the holidays or we're going into summer. It's something that we should be aware of because I feel like our customers and the people around us, their needs and, you know, their needs change with ours as well. So I kind of wanted to build something, not just to brainstorm, but a takeaway. I really appreciate takeaways and lists these days because we all go in all these different directions. And I think it's helpful to kind of be able, at least for me, I like to see things. I like to see and have an action plan. So that's kind of the intent for today's call, to brainstorm. And then when we leave this call, you'll have some more things to do and ways to grow your business, set yourself up for fall. Before I start though, I have to tell you guys what I did today. Karen and Ellie, I told you, like, I was so fried this morning. And if they come in here, I have got to show you what we built. So I ordered the girls they were kind of cheap. I ordered them off Amazon, these little robots. And I was like, well, this will be fun because we have another subscription and they're very kid friendly. My daughter can do them on her own. She loves them. But I was like, oh, she loves them so much. I'm going to get like one from Amazon. And they're such a great deal. What a great price. Oh my gosh, like all morning. I thought I was going to miss the call, you guys, because we were all on like the verge of tears and it was so frustrating. And these are like for kids and they have these tiny little screws and nothing's going together. I'm like, holy cow. That was just not a good choice. But if they come in, I'm going to have them show you what we built. They're like tin can robots and they like move around all like they're janky wheels. That could have been just our construction. But anyway, you have to see them and you put a pop can in them and you put eyeballs on them and they walk around. So on that note, I just had to tell you that that's what my morning has consisted of. So we're going to transition now into what we're here for, which is connecting with intention. So yeah, Ellie, you have to see them. I'm hoping they come in. So did you guys all print this out? Our little documents. Okay, if you didn't, as we do this, I will read them out. Oh, look at all you prepared girls. I am just so proud. But if you didn't print it out, who of you did not print it out? If you didn't, I'm gonna read them though, and you can literally just write them down. Okay, so there's these three huge parts of our business, right? We have the shopping portion. We have to have our sales. We have to find hostesses on a regular basis to help with these sales. And if you're one that is growing your team, which I think everyone on here is, you want to be constantly talking about the business, about people to join with you. So these are those three areas we have to constantly be putting our love into. And so when we were thinking about this, you know, ways to connect with people, I want to brainstorm ways for serving these people, for finding ways to provide solutions for whatever this kind of time of year puts in front of people. So with that being said, and I'll read through this, and as I'm doing this, you guys start to write this down, but you'll see there's two sections. One is our warm market and one is our cold market. Your cold market is going to be homework. Don't worry about filling that out while we're on this call. But our warm market is something we can start to, we know people, right? We know who in our lives that some of these questions will apply for. Nyla, will you go get your robot, please? Go bring both of them in. Uh-oh, I'm about to derail on this training call. Sorry, guys. But you have to see these robots. So will you get yours, Callie? Yeah. Okay. So your warm market, we know these people. So I'm going to read these off. You can fold it in half. Let's just talk about the shopping portion. So who in your life, and you can start writing these down, is shopping for their children. Does anyone know that there's school shopping? I know a ton of people in my life. I'm gonna do these with you right now. We have a children's line, you guys. Somebody posted on here. Blair, you're on here. Oh my goodness. Those pictures, I don't even know where you got there. They're so cute. There's like little girls in their backpacks and get ready, guys. Nyla, come on. Look at this. Look at this thing. This is what we built. Okay, Callie, show them yours. And then, wait, let's see if we can show them walk. Here, we'll show you on this planner. Can you see these? Hold on, this could go bad. Wait, is it going backward? Wait, look at it. Well, it's on my planner, but it walks forward. Okay, show them yours, Callie. Callie says antennas. And then you can flip them forward. Look at this.
Wait, I want to show my daughter. Hold on. Come here, sweetie.
But I do not recommend, I like to recommend products. You guys, I don't recommend these. It's a nightmare. But they're so cool after they're done. And you can decorate the can. Aren't those something? Thanks, you guys. You can like twist their eyeballs up, but they're not an easy kit. The better ones, if you guys have kids that are like little engineers and like to build things, you want to get them the Tinker crates and the Kiwi crates. It was on Shark Tank. Best things ever. And they can do them on their own. Okay. Let's go back to shopping and connecting with intent, shall we? Okay, so I'm gonna read this list. School shopping. Who is school shopping? And their kids, like, I know a lot of my girls play softball, so we're always like, a lot of their friends wear like cute little sporty outfits. Oh, I didn't even put that one on here. Who has kids enrolling for new sport events? Okay, we have children's clothes. We have, sorry, I'm reading your comments. Carrie, you don't have a printer? That's okay, write these down. Yeah, add that on there, you guys. I forgot that one. Kids that are starting sports. Michelle, we were just talking about that. You're like, my kids aren't going back to school yet, but sports start. That is huge. We can provide a solution for those parents and the kids that are school shopping or starting sports. We have activewear and really, really cute activewear. Can I leave and go? Yes, go Ellie, go. Okay, who has new fitness goals? Not for the kids, but for themselves. Who has like starting, going to a new gym? I'm speaking for myself. I took a little summer off, not a day or a week. I had a really hard summer going to the gym. And I'm like, Monday, I am back. I'm one of those people. If someone reached out and they're like, I know you mentioned you're going to be going back to the gym on Monday. Here's our new releases, or you need to have this bra. This is our highest support bra, or whatever it is. Like, find a solution for people. Find something you can add to their lives for people that are recommitting to the gym. Or just who have new fitness goals. Oh, this one's good. Who feels like they have no clue what is going on or what is on trend in fashion? I hear this all the time. People are like, thank you so much for doing flat lays and like putting things together because I have no clue. And I'm like, oh, you actually see those. That's fantastic. So put outfits together, reach out to people, be like, you know, here's some of our newly launched items. This goes so well with, I mean, whatever's on trend, whatever you like. People love to see outfits put together and recommendations, or like they have their eye. Maybe someone has an eye or bought a bra already. You're like, just so you know, we have the perfect matching tank to that bra. And I know you know, or be like, I speak about myself a lot. I'm like, actually, I appreciate it. I like to see what goes together. So I thought you would too, something like that. Who is going on vacation? I see some of you are there on vacation right now. But who is going somewhere? Maybe summer's still happening. For a lot of you it is, for another month or whatever it is. So if you know someone who's taking a vacation, oh my gosh, those little, if you're going somewhere warm, I always recommend, I'm like, for traveling, you need either the Luxe leggings or the joggers, or you need a lightweight bomber jacket. Like, those are the best for traveling. Put a little vacation outfit together. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm going somewhere, I love to get a fun little outfit for my trip. So find out anyone who's going on vacation. And who is starting a new job. Oh my gosh, I've seen so many great looks with our Everywhere pants. Put on some heels, put a cute little outfit together, and you can be like, congratulations, I heard you got a new job. Let me know if you need any wardrobe recommendations or what. Ask them about their job. What kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? What's the wardrobe? What's the word? Anybody? When you have like a certain wardrobe you have to follow. I can't think of the word. But those are all great reasons to not only reach out to somebody, but you're connecting with them and solving a problem. You're helping them. Who doesn't want that? That's not pushy. That's not creepy. That's not weird or like obnoxious. That's like, congratulations on this, or hey, you've got a new job, you're going back to the gym, kids are going back to school, whatever it is. Like, talk to them about it. This is our warm market, right? Like, these are people you talk to. You're friends with them. That's not weird if you reach out. Dress code. Thank you, Cami. Dress code. What is the dress code at your work? Well, once they respond to you, honestly, the everywhere pants, you can do both. You can dress those things up, or you can like put on tennis shoes for them, whatever. So lots of good options. We have so many pieces now that are not really activewear related if you don't want them to be. So use that to your advantage when you're talking about like giving ZYIA to people, or talking about selling to them. Oh, there's a whole other thing. There's more, you guys. I thought that we already talked about who has joined the gym recently, who has lost weight. Oh my gosh. This is probably the best one to use. I noticed you have lost so much weight. Who doesn't want to be reached out for that? What are you doing, number one? And do you need new activewear? Because you obviously do not fit in anything. Here's my favorite pieces, something like that. New diet plan. Anyone that's joined Weight Watchers, I know I do every month. Anything like that. Any sort of diet plan, not just fitness, but diet related too, reach out to them. New style ideas, that's kind of the same, that like not having a clue in fashion. And then just anyone who wants a fresh start, kind of ties back in with relaunching to the gym or whatever you want to call it, getting back in there. School is starting, schedules are starting. It is time to regroup and get back on your fitness goals, exercise goals, all that stuff. Okay, so once you filled that out, I was going to fill one out with you, but I kind of talked too much. I'll do it when we hang up. But after you fill out your warm market, that should be the easy one. The homework one is your cold market one. That's going to be going through on Instagram. And you're going to be looking for people, any of these people, which I think can be pretty, that's not hard. Look for people, hashtag diet goals, hashtag new gym, whatever. Somebody that touches on these, they're putting a freaking hashtag about it. Like, they want everybody to know. So use those, reach out if you can. I challenge you to fill this whole thing out. Uh-oh, we have someone that is trying to get on, and hold on, let me send her the link. See more. Hold on, guys. See, Julie's trying to hop on, who is in Mexico right now. Shoot. No, sorry, guys. Hang tight. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so when you're done with that, so go through, fill this out, and then let's flip over to the host portion. How am I on time? Okay, I'm doing pretty good, I think. Okay, so the host portion, same thing. I want you, while I'm talking, start filling out people that you know in your life. Some ideas. Who do you feel like maybe have a tight budget right now? Maybe I was just with some girls last night and they're like, sports are starting again and it has taken everything. I have no extra money because all sports, we just finished All-Stars and now sports are starting up for this league and they're having to buy school clothes. It can be kind of a tight time right now for people. Teachers don't get paid for a whole month. All those things are potential reasons for people might be a little short on cash, but they want to shop. And I think that goes hand in hand with anybody short on cash. They always want to shop. So what a great time to reach out. Hey, I know you are totally like, well, how do you say that? You don't want to be like, you're totally strapped right now, but hey, I know you have so many expenses right now and you're starting back at the gym, whatever. If you want some free and just kind of afterward, let me know. You can totally host an online party or whatever it is, and you can get some, free stuff. So that would be a great lead in for that. Who else is in the direct sales industry that you guys know that are looking to expand their customer base? Reach out to them. Hey, let's do a joint party. People are always looking to do that. And I think the direct sales girls are the best people to do parties with. They know it. They know how to do these things. They're so well connected. Like, team up with them or team up with a bunch of them. It's the best way to do it. What gyms or studios? Stop by. People are always looking to, they're running new promotions at the gym. It's fall. People are coming back in. Who wants you to do a pop-up, something like that? Stop by, reach out, call them, email them. Hey, are you doing any fun promotions for your current customers? Because I can help. I can do a quick pop-up, whatever it is, reach out to them. What girlfriends want to reconnect? That was me. Last night I met up with some girls I hadn't even seen all summer. And because they were like, summer's over. I survived summer, like, go that route. Who wants to you haven't seen them all summers. The kids are out of school or whatever it is. You haven't seen them. You want to reconnect. There's a million things you could do with that one. Fun themes, or we're going back to school party, surprise summer party, fall party, sports party, whatever it is. And then who have you hosted a party for? I'm sure all of us have hosted parties for people, especially if we're in this industry. We understand how important it is. Who have you hosted a party for? Maybe it's time to say, hey, do you want to do one for me now? And I'm betting that they'll be like, yes, of course. So reach out to people that you've hosted for as well. So there's some ideas. So fill those out real quick, you guys, or you don't have to finish it all. But write down a few people that are in your warm market that you know offhand that these apply to. And then tonight or this week or whenever you can, try to fill out the cold market, which will take a little bit more time. You got to hunt for these people. You got to find people, be unique in your hashtags. Don't just get stuck in one thing. And remember, always check to see who they were following and who's following them. Do a search in there, write the word ZYIA. So if anyone else is following them, do not write them. Or if they're following somebody, just don't write them. Find somebody new. That means they've probably been reached out to. Let's see. Does anyone have feedback, questions before I go on to the last one? I'm just slamming you with info and talking. Anybody have ideas that aren't on here? No? They're so quiet. Are you writing? Writing. A lot of names on there. Okay, I'm gonna go on to join then. So as I'm doing this, you guys keep writing, write people down. Okay, so for joining, and I think this is a really, really important one and something that's gonna dive in a lot deeper and hit people more emotionally, is this last one, the join one. Because, you know, buying a pair of leggings or bra or shopping or hosting, that's not too big of a deal. I mean, it's a big deal, but it's not too big of a deal. Joining is a big deal. That's changing your life. That's like, not that our joggers and light and tights do not change your life, but joining, being a rep, that's really life-changing. So this one, I want you to think about who has kids that, again, who has kids that are going back to school, that they're all of a sudden going to have more time for themselves. Yes, can you try not to make a huge mess? So anybody, and this doesn't have to mean just kids going back to school, anyone you know that's gonna have a little bit more time for themselves, or maybe they don't have the time, but they want the time. They want that thing in their life to be like their thing. And I'm sure we all know people like that, right? We do, I know they're there. And if you don't feel like you do, maybe you need to talk to people like just hang out and talk to people more, because there's people that just kind of want that thing. People that maybe their kids aren't going back to school, but they work a 9 to 5. I feel like we have lots of nurses and people that work like have a great career, and they do ZYIA. They want that thing, that little fun thing that's just for them. So reach out to people like that. Who has kids going to college, going away? I talked to a lot of women that are going through this kind of transition in their life, this whole empty nest kind of feeling that, hey, my whole life is changing. And a lot of times they are looking for something that they can focus on, do for them. So that's a good one to talk to. Who is looking to make some extra money? Let's be honest, that probably hits on most people that we know, especially, I'm like, I don't want to freak anybody out. The holidays are coming. They're like going to be here. And it's a very stressful time. I don't care what you say. It's very happy and wonderful, but it is a stressful time for a lot of people, trying to put on a holiday, and everybody wants to, nobody wants to fall short. Everybody's worried that they're not going to do it well enough, or even if you don't have kids, you're like, for your family, whatever, like the holidays, if you say they're not stressful, I'm not sure if I believe you. But with that, the financial stress is there for a lot of people. And I think like leading into that is who does want to make a little extra money? Or if they maybe just have extra expenses, like what we talked about before, if they, hosting they're not on your host list, or maybe you could double up, you can put them on the host or the join. But I think like, it also, as these expenses come up, it's a great lead in, if they're next time they're complaining to you, or not complaining to you, but they're opening up to you about like all the expenses they have. Well, if you want to make a little extra money, this is kind of a fun way to do it. Something like that. And this one's a big one. The next one's a big one. I was not aware of it when I originally joined, and I don't know how I wasn't aware of it, but I just had never done anything like this. But the community portion, oh my gosh, so many people, maybe even more so than the money or the activewear, they want to be part of community. They want a tribe. They want to be a part of something. And so maybe somebody they don't even work out. They don't even like activewear, but guess what? They want to be part of a community with like-minded people, and that, uplift each other and help each other, and we all have built so many amazing relationships working with one another. And again, that was a little piece of the pie I had no idea about till you're in it. And I feel like that's something, if you get out there, and that's a whole other training. We've talked about this a lot. How do you express that this is such a community, on social media? When you talk to people, there's always ways to do that. But think about who in your life could use a good community, a good support system. So put them on that list. More independence. I think that's one that could apply to pretty much everyone. Especially maybe their husband works and they want to feel like they're contributing something, or they want a little bit of independence. It's a great one to reach out to. Who's looking for creative outlets? Your creatives in your life, people that are always just looking, like, come up with innovative new things, and you just think they'd be amazing at this. That would be good to write down. And then who lives in activewear, which probably is like 90% of the people, at least for me. I'm like, everybody lives in activewear these days. So write them down as well. So I think those are the main things I want you to brainstorm around. I'm not expecting you to have your whole list. Anyone have their whole list done? Yeah, I've shown. But work on this. Put this. I'm still in the process. I'm trying to get my new site up, you guys. The whole Facebook lockout thing was really something for me, and I'm trying to build a whole other platform, you guys. So if that happens, we're okay. With that being said, I'm just waiting for my domain to transfer, and then when that goes live, you will have a whole team page that you can access all the stuff. I built up a whole bunch of new printables for you guys. If you don't have these already, just print these out from home. You fold them, you just fold them in half. I put mine in clear plastic sleeves, and then you just put them in little binders. And you can keep all the stuff. And I wanted to do this one in that format, so you guys can keep this. And then maybe, probably most of you aren't gonna reach out to everybody on your list in one day. Chip away at it. Like, write them down, and then maybe like one a day or whatever you wanna do. And go through that list and reach out to them. And it's something, like I said, chip away at it. And then make your list for the cold market. Those ones you could probably knock out all one after another. But the warm probably is going to be more of you're having conversations, you're meeting with people. But the cold market, you can make your list of who you find and then just message them. I love that because you can have that. As you know, you usually get a pretty immediate response. They either ignore you, block you, or they respond to you and say, hey, I want some more information. Okay, let me see what comments I'm missing here. I'm stalking the crap out of my Facebook friends. Good, Ellie. Michelle, I like to find people that have it. I like to find people that have a charity to host for. My son's friend has juvenile diabetes, so I will run an event around the time of the juvenile diabetes walk and donate 10% back to the charity in his name. I love this, Michelle. This is so cool. And you're serving a purpose. You have a solution. You're doing something really positive. I did this for my daughter's friend who has Hodgkin's lymphoma, and I found new customers, people that wanted to try ZYIA but were on the fence, bought because it was good. It was for a good cause, and I have them as repeat customers now, and it felt so good to give back. I plan to do an event like that every quarter. That is so amazing. I love that so much, Michelle. It's true. That's not even like, that whole section isn't even on here. You guys find people you can help, and what better way than like donating a portion of your commissions or whatever it is to a charity or somebody that's involved with charity. It's like, I love that. And what a cool thing. There's so many ways we can give back with this business. Michelle, that's an incredible idea. Yeah, it really is. I love it. I've met a ton of people lately by helping them, whether it's volunteering for their charity or just having a coffee date and asking them about their business. I'm also co-hosting a trashy prom dress fun run for a local nonprofit who gives prom dresses for kids. How cool are these? Like, I love that. Those make me so happy. There's no shortage of like ideas here, you guys, to not only give back. And so it's like a ton of you are doing that. You're getting involved in all these different charities and events. Carrie Ann, you just put on a massive event, and I love you're doing this too. You're always doing something. But it's really cool how we can tie our businesses in. We can do something really positive outside of ZYIA. And what happens when we do that, it often exposes people to the brand at the same time, which is pretty incredible. Does anyone have other ideas? I just think these are so good. So good. And these are very rough. Like, I just threw some stuff out there. Add these. Add different charities on here that you think that, you want to be a part of, or people that, head these up. Different ideas. I think it's so great. Anybody have questions, ideas? You want to see the robots again? Anybody?
I want to see the turtle.
Oh my gosh. No, Joe is slowly ruining my life. He was so bad today. So we go outside. Joe is our tortoise, you guys. He's this massive, massive tortoise. And he lives in the backyard. And today I open my front door, and there he is. Joe is on our front lawn. I'm like, my gosh, he got out. Someone didn't close the gate all the way. He's sitting out there. And then what he does is luckily he was on, my face, must have been, I opened it, I was like, he's just sitting there. But what he does, he goes up into the neighborhood, and the neighbors, he's really, you can't even barely lift him. So it's a big deal if you have to carry him back. I try to lure him with grapes or lettuce. So that was the first thing. And then I locked him back, and then he knows how to open our slider. So somehow the door didn't get locked, and I'm sitting there making robots, and we look down, and there he is. And he's just walking through the house, and he's so big, and he's stinky. He's a stinky, huge tortoise. He cannot be inside. He's just filthy. So he's broken 2 big rules today, and I don't think he's done. So I'll have to, it's a good thing I can't turn my computer around and show you. That would mean he's back in the house. So that's it for Joe today. Anybody else? Jen, you just raised your hand. You don't have to raise your hand. You just unmute.
No, I don't want to unmute now.
Oh. Was that?
No, I just wanted to say, I thought that you muted us at first until you got off with
Oh, sorry. No, I might have muted some of you if you had noise happening. And then you just unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm so FYI. But I wanted to say I'm actually connecting with a lot of the churches.
That's good. That's a great idea.
For charity stuff.
That's so good.
So just food, for everybody.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And a lot of them do the fall, the harvest and fall festivals and all that stuff. So that would be a great thing to get, to get connected with as well. Love that.
Well, and also a lot of them do mops and stuff,
Uh-huh.
And so I've offered to do some workout trainings and stuff with them. So just some different ideas, I guess.
Yeah. No, that's great. Love that.
Yeah.
Anybody else have ideas?
Community.
Yes, yes.
So yeah.
Well, good. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I mean, take your time with this. Don't take too much time. This is our call to action, our little list, our game plan. And I'll try to, I like, do you guys like doing these? Do you like it when I have activities and like little takeaway guide things? Is that helpful? I feel like we always cover a lot. So I'm trying to be a little bit more organized with how we present them and how we take them away so that we don't just have all these ideas and then we don't put them to use. Like, this is your action plan. Keep this little sheet of paper, fill it out, and reach out. And when you're done with them, check them off. You can circle them if they were successful and check them off if they weren't, something like that. Yes, absolutely, you guys. Oh, thanks, Ellie. Yes, go teach, go talk to your teams, bring this to them, do whatever you want. But I think it's, I think it will be helpful. At least for me, I'm like, need to regroup. Regroup is happening over here. I'm like, sorry if I've been MIA, but I'm coming back Monday. Monday, I'm back. All right, guys, enjoy. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.